Why it takes to escape poverty. The other day I asked my 5-year-old daughter if she knew what being poor was. She hesitated at first, but soon she was on a roll. She mentioned that being poor was not having enough to eat, not living in a germ-free house, and, my favorites, not having gummy bears or a blanket. All this within the first couple of minutes of possibly her first time ever thinking about what being poor meant. The idea of poverty is very intuitive, even for a 5-year-old, but equally hard to put boundaries around. It is common to say that poverty doesn't mean the same thing in different contexts, or that it goes beyond monetary dimensions. In piecing together the poverty puzzle, this question is tackled head-on, bringing much clarity to the debate as well as, importantly, new numbers that help inform policies to end poverty. Among the many contributions of this latest report, there are two that I would like to highlight here. First, the report expands on the justification for benchmarking poverty not only against the international poverty line, currently at $1.90 per day, but also against two additional lines of $3.20 and $5.50 a day. In Latin America and the Caribbean, these lines of $3.20 and $5.50 were already commonly used to track progress. The report also shows that how countries typically define basic needs increases with income. Based on this finding, a new measure referred to in the report as the Societal Measure of Global Poverty is also presented. Second, the report also introduces a new multidimensional poverty measure. Why these new measures? Why isn't the international poverty line enough? These questions are worth exploring, as the report does in detail. In short, the need for these new poverty measures is to complement, not replace, existing ones. First and foremost, country dialogue is always best anchored in the official poverty measures of that country. What the new measures allow for is a more comprehensive benchmarking internationally. The higher poverty lines recognize that as countries grow richer, they tend to have higher official poverty lines, implicitly recognizing that they change how they define basic needs. Thus, we need higher standards for a growing world. Using these complementary poverty measures is important to get a fuller picture of poverty trends worldwide. For example, while only around 1 in 10 people worldwide live below the international poverty line, nearly half of the world's population still live with less than $5.50 a day. This underscores the message that despite the progress that has been achieved, there is no room for complacency. Similarly, a new measure referred to in the report as the Societal Measure of Global Poverty also helps paint a fuller picture. Under this new societal measure of global poverty, the decline in poverty has been slower than under absolute measures of poverty like the international poverty line or the higher lines of $3.20 and $5.50 a day. Again, this doesn't contradict what we already know. The diverse trends are to some extent driven by the difference using a relative. The report also recognizes that, in addition to the monetary deprivation, there are many non-monetary aspects of welfare, like access to education, health, or water and sanitation. Not all the goods and services that matter for people's well-being are obtained or available through markets. Crime and insecurity negatively affect the population's well-being, as families in Latin America and the Caribbean know well. All those dimensions help piece together the poverty puzzle.